Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is your timeless reading. And if you are returning here, thank you for adding your energy to every upload. Before we get into this reading, you can find information on how to book with me personally in the description box below. If you sign up for my Substack, I will provide you with weekly extended readings, and you can also donate to support this channel at the link in the description box below. Don't forget to look at any timestamps. I will also be adding numerology and light codes that come to me during readings in the description box, so you'll start to notice that as well. And don't forget to look at any of the images on the cards that may jump out at you, because all of that may have some channeled guidance in it for you. At the present moment, we are 1 day away from a total solar eclipse in a new moon. And in this eclipse period, we'll go from August 12th to early September. So fools fall, fake fall, false fall, when we are preparing for fall to come in the northern hemisphere anyway. And it's a fake out, right? We're just gonna get another round of summer for a few weeks before we actually descend into fall. So something about the energy of the fake out of fall is significant to this reading for some reason. I don't know why, but we're gonna find out. A win-win outcome is in forecast, full moon in Libra. And that is September energy, right? Libra. And that's what I'm talking about too, that fool's fall, that Libra energy. Late September, early October, still blazing hot. Okay, there's something really cerebral, okay, about the energy that is coming through. I think cerebral is the right word. It's very, like, even if you get mad, even if you get upset. So you can't beat me up. I don't know why. I don't know why this energy feels like that. Even if you get mad, even if you get upset. So you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay, we have full moon in Taurus, void of course moon, new moon in Virgo, new moon in Sag, new moon in Gemini, waning moon. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Sag, Gemini, and Cancer energy. Okay, so this is about new communication that is coming in for someone. Coming to this reading, you may have Gemini, Virgo, Sag, Taurus, Cancer in your chart. Okay, but we are talking about practical life. We're talking about communicating in a relationship is what it feels like, because I mean, it could be self-communication, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like communication in a relationship. We have the energy of individuality and this time period where one's individuality is being highlighted in a positive way, where luck is on your side. Full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. So there is an element where one needs to release some control. I know it says your dreams need a practical plan, but it's not even about that. It is about feeling like you need to control every step. And every Taurus has to learn that they cannot control or have possession over every aspect of things, because we have this tendency to think that we can. It's fixed energy, you know, we can be a little delulu. And we can also, you know, and then there's also this really positive energy that Taurus has with full moon in Taurus, where Taurus can go with the flow a lot better than the other earth signs, okay? And you would think that it would be mutable Virgo, right? A time to give rather than to take new moon in Virgo. But Virgo struggles to go with the flow because it is too over analytical. And Capricorn, I don't think knows what the flow is. Right? Capricorn is like, this is the strict, this is the, you know, the strict plan that I be running. And it's like, that's not Taurus. Like Taurus is probably the most watery, okay? That's why Cancer and Taurus are basically like the same sign, except Cancer is more emotional and Taurus has more of a backbone. Like, because Taurus is very flowy, where it's just like, whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay, so there's this energy of like you releasing control over having every step of this plan worked out and allowing yourself to adjust as you go along, because that's very Taurus energy. We just adjust. Okay. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards to, okay, clarify. When I say clarify, then we get Ace of Swords in reverse, because this is about bringing in clarity through communication where there isn't clarity currently, okay? So there is some sort of clearing and clarity that is coming to a relationship that has lacked that, or that has dealt with some form of separation, okay? Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. So this does feel like a potential romantic offering that could be incoming for someone, but there is hesitation behind the romantic offering, okay? Okay, so this is what I mean about not, I literally, I said, you don't have to have every step of this plan nailed down in order to make a practical step forward. And there is this energy where it's like, I know I do need to have it all together because this is my dream. This is what matters to me. This is what I want. And it's like, that's fine, but you also need to do something so that the energy can move. Like, your spiritual team is encouraging you to with two of wands in reverse, like they understand that you have a plan and a direction, but they want you to acknowledge and then release the fact that you kind of delay any progress that you could have because you get stuck in analysis paralysis, and everything has to be planned and practical because you have to be super controlled. And there's this encouragement to release that and to do one practical thing, you know, communication wise toward this connection, and then go from there. Like, stop. This is like, you know, rehearsing dialogue before you have the dialogue. Eight of Swords. Okay, nothing will come of this situation. Exactly, because at this moment, if you sit in this energy where you continue to rehearse this dialogue, you're not going to get out of analysis paralysis. Like, it's just not. Like, karmically, you will not reach this completion, because in order for you to get released from this analysis paralysis, you have to do something. Okay, you have to do something. You cannot, they're not going to just let it let up on you so that, oh, that's all I have to do is just wait until I stop overthinking and then I can act. No, they're like, you need to act and stop yourself from overthinking. Okay. Ooh, okay, 3 of Wands. Okay, because there is clear direction. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this reading, is that like we know where we want to go. And with Ace of Swords, excuse me, with Ace of Swords in the reverse position, we lacked that clarity before, but we're not lacking that now. We're in this space where we know the changes that we want to make. Okay, this is coming over. Sorry. A time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. Okay, so there is also this energy of wanting this new start, being a little bit overly critical. Okay, overly perfectionist, being a little bit. You're paying attention to detail and that is fine, but like I said, it is creating this paralysis energy where there's you, there's your plan, and then there is your thoughts. And it's like, we need to change what is happening in this triangle. There needs to be you, your plan, and your next step, your execution, your first step, right? And then go from there, because there's also this energy that you want a particular outcome and you're very attached, okay, with Virgo. Virgo, you're very attached to what you feel needs to happen, okay? I got enough Virgos in my life. I know how it goes. When a Virgo feels as though, I'll give you an example because my sister is a Virgo, okay? She's a Virgo and she's autistic, but whatever. Love her from infinity to infinity, okay? She is the kind of Virgo that has always been, I mean, she has a degree in culinary, okay, and she, like, my entire life, she's been the best cook ever, like, even when we were little kids. And I made a strawberry shortcake, okay, for 4th of July. And my strawberry shortcake slapped, by the way. But the issue was I didn't make it the way that she feels as though it should be made. Like, strawberry shortcake is supposed to have a layer of cake, a layer of cream, maybe some strawberries, a layer of cake, a layer of cream, strawberries on top. But then you have strawberry shortcakes that are just one thick layer of cake, cream, strawberries. So that's what I did. Because why would I, with the pan that I made it in, okay, I didn't feel like trying to slice the cake perfectly, okay? I just wanted it to be tasty and good for the guests, and it was. But like, her brain, when I say like it was stuck at, but that's not how it's supposed to be, but that's not how it's supposed to be, and you think it's like a broken tape, okay? And you're like, I get it, but it doesn't have to be the way that you think it's supposed to be. It doesn't have to be like that, and it's still gonna taste the same, and you're still gonna have the same experience, okay? That's Virgo energy, okay? It feels like everything has to be like this. And I feel like you, coming to this reading, if you're the one with this analysis paralysis, you've decided how something has to be, what you decided someone has to have, or how you have to be for them, instead of you just doing what is practical, okay? A practical first step. You got to get out of that, because part of you doesn't give where you could in certain areas because of the excuse of perfectionism and this over critique, okay? And the excuse of it is what is delaying this offering, whether you're giving it or whether you're receiving this romantic offering. The excuses that you continue to make about the imperfection of things is blocking it for you, okay? Luck is on your side. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Okay, because the outcome that you want, when I said like, there's an outcome that you feel like you have to have, and that's part of the reason why you hold yourself back, because you can't let it go. With this romantic offering, right, which is what it feels like, you feel as though you have to have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse a certain level of commitment, a certain level of like seriousness, I guess, in this relationship. And like, if you feel like if that person doesn't want to be like exclusive, they don't want to be serious, or they don't want, like, honestly, this is what it feels like. I'm just going to be really honest. You feel like if this person doesn't want to marry you, no, it's so crazy. But you feel like if this person doesn't want to marry you, then you don't want to do this. And it's like, well, A, this is coming over luck is on your side, okay? Okay, but we have new moon in Sagittarius, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The issue is, and this is one of the readings that I would do an extended on, right? If I had subscribers for that, because you have envisioned a family with this person and you love your vision. You love it. You love like this, concept. It is so unique to you. And I think that your spiritual team, your loved ones, you and your loved ones are saved new moon in Cancer. Okay, they need for you to sort of release your ego, okay, around this 10 of Pentacles energy that you want to build, because there may be, like, there could be a past history with this person with 10 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords and 2 of Wands, where like this was something that you wanted to come to a level of completion with this person in the past, and that didn't happen, and so you're worried that you'll be unlucky this time. But you won't be, right? Luck is on your side. Okay, 7 of Wands with communication is key. Yeah, you got to be brave. I want to see you be brave. No, that is really that energy of that song. What was that, Sara Barellies? It was Sara Barellies. Okay, don't play with her, because she got a couple of them that is just, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, what are the lyrics of this song? You're gonna like, okay, so some of you might feel like Sara Bareilles is like corny, okay? Because this Gemini energy is like, oh my gosh. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Okay, like what she's saying in this song with communication is key is how you have to be. 7 of Wands. Step up. Step up. You're being spiritually supported, okay? You have to communicate. You have to communicate what it is that you're thinking and feeling. But I'm going to say you this right now. When you do this, because you will do this, because I know you will, because you're supported, because you can, okay? You have to have a two-way street conversation. Okay, what you need to release, I don't know. We're going to find out, but I felt like saying that. You have to have a two-way street conversation, and you have to be willing to understand where somebody is coming from and not decide because you heard one sentence or one word that you weren't expecting to hear, or that you didn't, because like I said, you've rehearsed this. So it's almost like you have things you expect another person to say. And that's why they keep saying nothing will come of that. Like, nothing will come of that, because you cannot predict what this person is going to say, because you want a certain outcome, because you don't want to feel unlucky again. You have to be brave, okay? Okay, Temperance, Sagittarius, energy twice, Temperance in reverse, okay? What do you need to release? You have to release this energy that good things can't happen to you. And I know, Sagittarius is a very interesting fire sign, okay? It is less straightforward than Aries or Leo. Excuse me. I think it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this, but it is less straightforward. Like Aries wants to act, wants to go. Leo wants to perform, be in the light. Sag has a way of doing things. Sag has a way, okay? And when a Sag don't get their way, they feel like denied as a person, okay? Instead of feeling like their plan was denied, they feel denied as a person. So you may have this tendency to have a plan, and then you say, this is my plan, I want to do this. Do you want to do this? And the person will be like, I don't want to do that plan, but I want to do a plan with you. And then you're like, and then you shut down. And you're like, well, they don't want to do what I want to do. And it's not going to be how I want it to be. And it needs to be like this if it's going to be like this. And da-da-da-da. Like that. That's why you get stuck in this analysis paralysis, because there's inflexibility, right? And you need to be flexible with making a plan that involves a literal other human being, okay? So let's pull some final clarifiers from the Resurrection Oracle and the Sacred Destiny. Oh my. Okay. It says nada from there. Nada. Okay. Sometimes I know when to stop. I know when to leave well enough alone. Okay. Soulmate. Oh, let me get it up. Hey. Soulmate. Attachment, companion, lineage. Okay, what did I say, dude? What did I say? Even if you don't identify as like, you don't label this relationship as a soulmate connection, or it's something to you that is different, you are attached, okay, to an outcome, to the soulmate outcome, which is marriage, right? Like, which is traditional relationship. That's what it's speaking to. It's speaking to traditional marriage, traditional relationship, companionship. You're attached to it having to be a certain way, but it can't ever be that way if you're the only person who gets to make the plan. Like, okay, and then we have slide at the bottom of the deck. So humility, okay? Humility. You must be humble. You must be humble, because humble yourself, realize that there are other people involved, right? There are other people with their own attachments, okay? Their own lineage, their own things that they want to see in their companionship, that they may even want to have with you, right? But if we lack the humility and we continue to be hyper controlled, this is something that nothing will come of it, because you will continue to thwart, okay, that forward momentum. But I believe that you are in a position, okay, to release control and end up getting what you want anyway. So I hope you got something out of this reading. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you in the next one.